Hi everyone, welcome to part 3 of my shadow box series where I share with you gift packaging ideas to share with crafty friends. I really do appreciate all of my subscribers, and if this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel, and please give this video a like if you find it useful to you. I would encourage you to check the first 2 videos of this series so that you can get up to speed with us on this particular video, because I will not be getting into as much detail as I think that those of you who have been following along have grasped the concept of the scoring and the cutting and how to assemble a shadow box. So on this video, I'll be skipping through a lot of that and getting down to how to put today's project together. Today we're going to be making a shadow box with a flip lid and a belly band. We will not be using dies, magnets, or Velcro today, but if you feel like you want to use those, please go ahead and include them in your project. Feel free to craft along with me and pause the video at any time whenever you need to. We're going to get started shortly. But first of all, I wanted to show you this box that we made yesterday for our pen, a pen shadow box gift box. And I didn't decorate it yesterday, but what I did was I put a bow on here with a flower, and I have this rhinestone chain on here that I added because I wanted something to dangle from it. So it just opens up like this. You guys have a better view of that, and then it just slides closed like that. And I do have pictures posted on my Instagram if you guys want to go and check that out. Okay, so let's get going with the supply list. So of course, these are the items that you're going to need. And I have gone ahead and prepped this in advance so that it won't take too long. So you're going to need an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You're going to need to cut a 2-inch strip from another sheet of paper. And then you're going to need your decorative paper. And I'll show you what those measurements are. You'll need a couple of pieces of those. You're going to need your glue, your scoreboard, and your scoring tool. You're going to need a pencil, but this is optional. You're going to need your scoring tape and some scissors. Okay, so this is your piece for your belly band. It's 2 inches by 11 inches. This piece here goes on the back of this paper, and this is where you're going to attach it, and it is 3 by 5.5 inches. And then this is your flap piece, and it is 7.25 inches wide by 6.75 inches high, and this is the cover of your box. So before we begin with this, let me just show you the prototype. I know it's kind of bright, but this is what we're going to be making, and this is the belly band. I did not decorate this, but it flips up like this, and it does hold quite a bit. So this is, these are some brads from the Eyelet outlet. These are some beads and things that I showed you previously, and a rosette in here. So it holds quite a bit. If you wanted to share some rosettes with a crafty friend, you can. 5 rosettes fits in there perfectly with the belly band. And let's see, we could also do some shaker bits or sequins mix. Let's see, a couple of see, all this stuff fits in here, and let's see, it's on there with the belly band. So you can also fill this up with some flowers if you wanted to. You could put just about anything in here. There's a lot that fits in here. And the finished dimensions of this are, let's see, 3 5/8 by 6 1/8, and it is 5/8 of an inch thick. Okay, so let's start, and I'm just going to go over this with you guys. This is our 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I've gone ahead and prepped it to save some time, and what you're going to do is you're going to score it at 5/8 of an inch increments, and you're going to do four score lines on each side at 5/8 of an inch, 1 1/4 inch. You're going to score it at 1 7/8 of an inch, and then 2 1/2. Then you're going to rotate your paper, and then you're going to do the same measurements. You're going to do 5/8 of an inch. You're going to do 1 1/4 inch. You're going to do 1 7/8 of an inch, and you're going to do 2 1/2 inches. Then we're going to go to, and you're going to do that score line down to the second line. And then you're going to go to 7 7/8 of an inch, and you're going to go down to that second score line. You're going to take your paper and you're going to rotate it all the way around. And on the other long side, this is the 11-inch side, you're going to score at 3 1/8 of an inch down to that second score line. And then you're going to go over here to 7 7/8 of an inch, and you're going to score down to that second score line. Okay, and then this is where your pencil comes in, where you can make your score line from this line here, the one you just made, go down to this line here and over to the right, and you're going to make a diagonal line. Okay, and you're going to do that on all 4 sides. Okay, so you can see that I've done that. And then once you do that, you're going to cut, and this is what the section looks like that you're going to cut. Okay, I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to speed through the rest of it. Okay, and like I said before, make sure that you cut off the score line marks. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and you're going to do that on all 4 sides, okay? So when you're done scoring, this is what you're left with. And as you'll notice, when I applied my tape, I went as close to the score line as possible on all sides. Okay, so now we're going to fold and burnish. Okay, now we're going to attach our decorative piece of paper. And we're going to use wet glue for that, and this is the measurements. And you're going to try and center it as best you can inside of that box. And now we're going to attach these sides first. And we're going to fold our paper down in half. Take the tape off, the tape backing off, and then lift the whole thing up. Okay. Do the same on this side. And then on this side, we're going to put some glue on this diagonal part here, just a little bit. I'm going to take our tape off, push these sides down, and then hold this down, make sure your corners line up, and then just rub it down. And we're going to do the same for this one. Take the tape off, add your glue. And then this side here, push it towards you. Push it this way. So when I say push it towards you, you're going to push it towards you until you feel like it can't go anymore, and then that's when you know that you're in position. And there's our box. How pretty is that? So pretty. Okay, so now we're going to do the flap. And this flap measures 7 1/4 wide by 6 3/4 inches high. Okay, so this piece here on the 7 1/4 side, you're going to score it at 3 5/8 of an inch. Okay, and then you're going to rotate your paper, and you're going to score it at 6 1/8 of an inch. Okay, So when you look at your score line, this is your 3 5/8 of an, what was that? Yes, 3 5/8 of an inch score line. And on the left side, when you hold it on the back side, you're gonna cut this piece out, okay? And then you're going to fold and burnish. And then you're going to fold the bottom piece and burnish. Okay, and you're going to open that up. We're going to fold this over and we're going to glue it all together. Or you can, I'm going to use score tape for this one. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bead of glue around it, especially in the corners. And then we're going to fold that down. Okay, so at this point we want to take this piece and fold it back and forward. Do that a couple of times. Okay. And then we're going to take our box. Mine came out with a little bit of an overhang. If you don't mind that, that's perfectly fine. I actually don't mind that. I actually like that. Okay, so that's like maybe, it's less than 1/8 of an inch, and I don't think that that's a very big deal. So I'm going to attach mine. Now, if you don't like that, you can always trim that off, but I kind of like it, so I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to put some score tape on the bottom. Add a little bit of glue as well, because this is the hinge part and I want it to stay. Okay, so just line everything up. Okay, and there's our box. Okay, so now let's make the belly band. And what I normally do is, this is 2 inches. I will put that there. And this is wide enough to overlap at the back. There's plenty there. So what I want to do is, I'm just going to make a score line. Make a score line. It can be anywhere on your scoreboard. Okay. And then since this is 5/8 of an inch that we did, let's go over 5/8 of an inch. I'm lined up at 6, so I'm going to go 6 5/8 of an inch. So that lines up really nicely. Okay, so then we're going to do the other side. I have this green line here on my scoreboard that I like to line things up with. It makes it so much easier. So I'm going to take my scoring tool and I'm going to make a line right there. I'm going to line it up at 6. And I'm gonna go back that way 5/8 of an inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts me at 5 3/8. If you're lining it up with the 6 on your scoreboard, I'm gonna fold it And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the excess. Let's see, let's cut off to about there. And that's about 1.5 inches. So there's our belly band, and I'm just going to make a line here with my pencil so I know where to add my scoring tape. You can glue this part too if you like. And I'm just going to miter it a little bit so that the sides don't stick out. I'm going to bring this back in and fold that. And we're going to just make sure it's overlapped. I have gone ahead and made an embellishment, and this is what it looks like. And this heart is from my stash, and then these glitter hearts are from Michael's, and then this die set here is from AliExpress. So I figures I will just put that right there. Okay, so I got some foam tape, and this is how I put it on here. Because this heart is mesh heart, you can see through it, so I had to be strategic on where I placed my foam tape. So now I'm going to remove the backing. Okay. And here is our box, and that's the back. So this is goes and slides off. On with no problem. Okay. So let's fill it up. Isn't that pretty? This is so pretty. So let's see. Let's do this in. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's put this on. Look at that. Really easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think, and if you try it, please tag me. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please feel free to leave comments below. I will be doing at least one more video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.